place.
And also just to look ahead to the potential meeting, very much expected now, between President Trump and President Xi in South Korea. What do you think we can expect in terms of outcomes, or at least the sort of understanding that perhaps the two leaders can reach? What are you looking out for from that meeting?
Well, first, the meeting itself, if and when it takes place, will be one element of success, because it will be, the two leaders will be talking, and but there is an element of dialing down the heat, and perhaps lowering the tariffs, not eliminating them, but also understanding that when you impose export controls, export restrictions, you are basically telling the market to try to find alternatives, and telling the government that we're going to work with other governments, regardless of the cost, to find alternatives. So at the end, over time, it is a strategy, when you impose export restrictions, that you're going to be influencing in a negative way your economic options over the medium to long term. And both China and the United States should want to minimize that risk.
And so do you foresee the U.S. and China reaching some sort of agreed tariff levels that are, not as high as was originally threatened, probably not close to the 100% additional tariffs that Trump has threatened? But if we're looking at higher tariffs from before that will impact bilateral trade, what would that mean for the global economy, or for the two countries, to expect some sort of baseline tariff levels to still be in place?
Well, we already have seen a reduction in exports to China and imports from China this year compared to last year. Last year, the U.S. bilateral trade deficit, merchandise trade deficit with China, was almost $300 billion, or about 25% of the total U.S. trade deficit. That's coming down a little bit. And more goods are being, or comparable goods are being sent to or imported from other countries like Vietnam. And so I think we are seeing a diversification of sources of supply, which in some sense is a good thing to have diversified. But we also want to ensure the quality of the good, the price of the good, and the sustainability of the productive capacity, both on the export side and on the import side. And so you asked a very direct question, but the answer has to be indirect.